you doing? Welcome to my next video upload from Aspie with Attitude. If you're watching this for the first time, my name is David. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I have autism, I have speech difficulty, speech impairment, I have Aspergers syndrome, and that's why I call myself an Aspie. Now I'm actually going to stop this right now, and I wouldn't mind just kneeling myself up, and also I managed to fix out the couch, so I'm just not doing that stim, as you've probably seen my past videos. Just question yourself here. If you had seen most of my autistic YouTube video blogs and you liked them, have you yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, Aspie with Attitude? So before I get to the point of this video content, I'm hopefully going to try and make this a short video if I can, since I have fallen in the habit of making long videos in the last 18 months. Just to pull this one off and get it going. So, have you heard of a 1960s American pop group called the Monkees? As it happens, most younger audience wouldn't have. It was even back in the year 1966 when the Monkees did first become popular. One of the members from this group, Davy Jones, didn't know who the Beatles were at all. And now to continue the rundown on who the Monkees are, it's an all-male pop group from America who were made famous from the years 1966 up till the year 1971. The members of the Monkees were Mickey Dolenz and Michael Nesmith, who actually was still alive at the time this video upload, and the other two members who had passed away is Peter Tork and Davy Jones. I'll be focusing on their golden era, which was from 1966 up till 1971, since that the Monkees had over time broke up, then reunited and broke up again, up till this present time this video was uploaded. Since this is an autistic YouTube channel, I'll be looking more into Peter Tork, one of the members of that group, who had died on the 21st of February 2019. Most of the fans of the Monkees didn't know that Peter Tork was an Aspie, being on the autism spectrum and having Aspergers syndrome, since that Peter Tork was officially diagnosed with autism back in 2009. So I am going to leave a card above for the music video from 1967 called Daydream Believer. And also there'll be a thumbnail at the end for Daydream Believer if you want to sit through the whole special effects that always put it at the end of this video. And also if you don't like watching the special effects, I'll even leave a link in the description down below for Daydream Believer, which was a hit from the Monkees that was released on the 25th of October 1967. Because this is going to be my reference to explain Peter Tork's autism. Because in the start of the music video for Daydream Believer, you'll notice that Davy Jones, the one wearing that red jacket near the keyboard, is prompting Peter Tork, the other member in a white top by the keyboard. So I'm talking about that Davy Jones is prompting Peter Tork on the keys. Because you're going to notice that Davy used to prompt Peter while performing, since, like I had said back in episode 27, which is called Autism and Zoning Out, that Peter Tork had a tendency of zoning out while performing. Most of the way when Peter is tapping on the keys, as you see in the Daydream Believer music video, I can actually see his face that he's very hyper-focused just on a keyboard. You just notice he's just kind of looking away, considering that the other three members of the group is neurotypical. And you have to watch the music video to understand just what I mean. Because it appears that Peter is playing on the keys and Davey seems to keep an eye on Peter just to make sure that he's keeping up with rhythm, which is actually very important if this was meant to be a hit song from the Monkees. Especially in the late 60s when they didn't have computers, just to sort of synthesize, or just like with modern music, and just the way how I've always made my music for most of my video blogs for Aspie of Attitude. So like for this content, while I wanted to explain Peter Tork being on the spectrum, the only information I can find is through observation in the Monkees music video from 1967, Daydream Believer. Because in most of Peter Tork's music career, it appears that he did mask his autism. Well, something that I couldn't do when I used to be a rapper back in my hip hop days, as I did explain back in episode 74, how I used to be a Melbourne hip hop artist and a rapper called Fubex. Well, anyway, I used to be pretty hopeless at masking my autism, but I couldn't do it like what Peter Tork did. That's why most of the Monkees fans didn't know that Peter Tork actually had Aspergers syndromes. So considering that there was just no such thing back in the 1960s, back in the golden era, in the heydays, especially when they did that TV show as well. Once you check out most of the old videos from the Monkees, some of you viewers may notice most of Peter's autistic quirks are hidden inside, so you just got to really look at Peter carefully just to see what kind of autistic traits does he embrace throughout a video. So like it was all pretty uncharted territory back in the 1960s. So like this may explain why on the internet, even when I was searching through Google, there were a lack of information explaining Peter Tork being on the autism spectrum, so it's only just recent. Well anyway, it was since the death of Peter Tork on the 21st of February 2019, the only known information about his autism is explained through social media, going through all the old message boards, and sometimes with people messaging on the Facebook feed after he died. And it's always a bit of a response and a reply saying, oh wow, didn't know that Peter Tork was actually autistic and everything. Considering that no one had made any concrete information about his autism, so therefore I just decided to take the opportunity just to have a go at making a video. That's why I'm just asking you to leave comments down below, so you can actually help to solidify this information about Peter Tork's autism. Since it's going to be a bit of a mystery now that he is gone, and all we have is just the music videos from the 60s. So anyway, like before, please subscribe to Aspie of Attitude, and also don't forget to ring the notification bell to keep up to date with Aspie of Attitude. If you'd like to get to the bottom of this information about Peter Tork being autistic, it's very important that you go like and share this video content, because we need to increase the algorithm just to get more answers. And sometimes leaving a comment down below doesn't really help as much anyway. So like, I just thought I said I was actually going to make a very short video. So anyway, that's what I've got a fidget spinner for, just to sort of like be able to calm myself down while I'm actually making a video. You know, I just always feel a bit relaxed actually wearing my collar tracksuit here. So that's how I always like to finish it off. You know, I'm just always trying to engage with my viewers and my subscribers here. And let's see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to Aspie of Attitude. Hopefully we get more information about Peter Tork and the Monkees being on the autism spectrum. Peace and respect, and see you next time.